your next thing says NFL wags are a psyop. What is a wag?
Yeah, did you see that? Whoa, come on. You know what a wag is.
I don't know what a wag is, man.
He's doing a bit.
I don't do bits.
You were in locker rooms for
I'm 40 years old, bro.
a decade. You don't know what a wag is?
If you tell me.
Wives and girlfriends.
What?
If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one, including the moment your first customer is ready to pay. Shopify checkout helps more of them finish their purchase, and when they come back, their details are already saved. One tap and they're done. I love that. I hate when I go to a place and they don't have Shopify and I have to put in all my stuff. I can't stand it. If I go to a business and they have Shopify, I'm way more likely to buy whatever it is. Because Shopify handles the setup and checkout, your listener has more time to focus on growing their business and the tools to do it. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/dose. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/DOSE.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thems and days, Z's and zers, hims and hers. This is macro dosing. It's nano dosing. Nano dosing. Light work. PFT is out. What is he doing?
A doctor's appointment that he forgot about.
We call it Cap.
No, I believe he forgot about it. It was just we finished a great interview this morning that'll come out next week that I think PFT really would have wanted to be here for. It's sad. It's a shame.
Sad. Very sad. But it is what it is. Show goes on, baby. We got me, Big T, Mac, and Maddie on the ones and twos. How's everybody's weekend, man?
Good. Hot and humid.
Ha! Says the Chicagoites. Chicagoans. What are y'all called?
I think Chicagoans, yeah.
Chicago
Although don't ever, I'm not that.
You're a Georgian.
Yeah, well, no, I don't identify as that either.
Tennessean?
I'm just T, man.
Tennessee. You from Georgia?
I grew up in Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, so why would you not be a Georgian?
I more recently lived in Tennessee.
I'm not trying to claim Tennessee now,
better. I lived in Georgia from birth until I was 13. Then I lived in Tennessee from 13 to 22, and then New York, and then here. It's been all downhill.
You lived in Tennessee from 13 to I did not know this.
Age of 13 to age of 22. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I thought. Wow. Well, yeah, you could claim it then. Yeah, you could claim it then.
Yeah, I moved in 8th grade. Worst time you could possibly move states. 100%.
No, I moved when I was 14.
I mean, that's around the same, but so you were a freshman?
A sophomore. I was younger though.
I think by the time you're a sophomore, you're a little bit older. It's a little 8th grade is the clickiest, worst time to be a new kid at a school ever.
I can't picture you being clicky though.
No, that's what I'm saying. You move and everybody, they've all known their friends for 13 years, and then you show up.
I remember when I first got to, I moved from New Mexico to San Diego, hella culture shock. Well, not too much. It wasn't too bad. The bigger culture shock was San Diego to Tennessee. But when I first moved to San Diego, I didn't know nobody. And when I don't know nobody, I just, I don't really care. I'm super cool by myself. So, the first 2 weeks at lunch, I found me a little tree, and I just put my headphones on. I just vibed, had my lunch, drew, wrote stuff down, and one of the homies. And it was way in the back too, because everybody congregates in a certain area. I went to the back of the school, found this little tree, and one of the homies was walking by. He's like, "What are you doing?" Because I play football. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Chilling, man." He's like, "Man, come kick it with us." I was like, "All right, whatever." I didn't really care.
You had lunch outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
Y-
Did y'all
Y'all
have,
didn't have lunch outside?
No.
Outside? No.
What?
What? You just had were there tables out there and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wait, y'all spent 35 whatever minutes inside?
in the lunchroom. Yeah.
What?
K through 8, I ate in my gym.
I've never heard of that
What?
either, but
No.
Well, I went to a very poor grade school.
This is crazy. Y'all weren't allowed to go outside, or this just wasn't?
yeah, there was no way you could have gone outside.
Y'all had a prison lunch. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, what were we gonna do in January?
Yeah,
I
went
guess,
to. I went to school in
yeah.
Ohio.
Upstate New York and Ohio. Yeah.
San Diego had beautiful weather. I don't know, but I mean,
Yeah.
even when I was in New Mexico, we was outside. Like nobody was in the building.
That's like perfect area to have that.
But like in New Mexico, it got cold. There was a inside lunch room if you wanted to, like a cafeteria, and then there was like places to congregate outside. This is wild. This is new. This is news.
Did you also have the thing like in movies where your lockers were outside?
Yeah,
What?
Whoa!
y'all didn't have lockers outside.
No, the school.
My lockers were
what'd you have the
indoors.
building for?
This
What?
is wild.
It's
wow.
freezing.
Again, think of February in Ohio.
Most of my school year was cold weather.
Yeah.
Did you have
like
class
summer.
outside? I mean, what'd you use the building?
Sometimes we like the teachers would be like, "Let's go outside for class today." Yeah.
This is nuts.
Yeah, no, this is totally two different arenas.
We didn't
Wow,
even really. I don't even know anybody that used a locker in high school. Like they would give you one if you asked, but I never saw anybody use one.
Yeah, we all had assigned ones, but like we would just carry our backpack
Yeah.
around the whole day.
Yeah,
To
Oh,
every
I
class.
used my locker all the time.
I wasn't really a big locker guy. No, I'm just
And then we would decorate the front of our lockers.
damn. So hold on, y'all fit the whole school in the cafeteria at lunch.
No, you
No.
have
No, we had different
You had
times.
different blocks.
Different times. at
Okay,
lunch.
so the way it worked in my school was I think it was your third period class was from 11:11 to 1:30, I think. And so you would somewhere from 11:11 to 1:30 you would have lunch, and I got screwed one year. I had the 11:11 lunch. It was awful. And then you were just in class for 2 straight hours after eating at 11 o'clock.
wait, so what happens if like you got part of the homies that don't have the same lunch as you? You
That's
just don't see each
The
other
way
that
it
day?
goes.
No.
That is horrible.
So you
Wow.
let me just be, so you had the whole school at lunch at one time and you were outside.
Yeah, most people's outside. Yeah,
I mean, that does seem like a preferable way to do it. I've just never heard of such.
there was a cafeteria, and then there were like, for the richer kids, there was like you could buy pizza for $1.25 or whatever it was, and you could buy a burger. They had like different stands.
Right.
I remember there was like an Arby's there too. There was like a few things that you could buy separately from the school lunch,
Same.
which I was the cat, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, let me get $1. Let me borrow $1. I was that guy. I was that guy. Shout out to Melissa's mom. To this day, I always give her love, man. Melissa because Melissa, and like we'll talk every now and then when I go back home to Albuquerque, but so I was like, I grew up, it was rough. So she noticed that I was always asking people for $1. And I was on free lunch too, though. So but the school lunch was nasty. So I would always like bum $1 here and there, pay back what I could. But one day she was like, "Do you want me to pack you a lunch?" I was like, "No, hell no, don't do that." And then she went home and told her mom about me. And we were all like, that was my dog, right? And she went home and told her mom. Her mom started packing me a lunch. So all through middle school, I had a lunch from Elisa's mom. Like, so cool, so dope. Shout out to her and her mother. Hope they're doing well. Been a while since we chopped. But yeah, man, we was all outside. That was the hang. Everybody would have their little spots. I couldn't imagine everybody having different lunches.
Yeah, that's why
That
you
sounds-
really needed to. You had to hope that your third period class was with your boys, because if or at least in the same hallway, because I think that's how they did it. So if you were on opposite sides of the building for third period, you were screwed.
Man. Can't relate, dog.
So
I don't
every
know.
semester you had to create a new lunch crew. because you
So-
would have different classes.
That is wild. I remember one time, like I would have got along fine because I got along with everybody. Like I was cool with the gangbangers, I was cool with the jocks, I was cool with the goths. I had a couple goth homies. I was cool with the Mexicans. I was cool with everybody, man. But y'all probably didn't have like there was probably no interracial turmoil at y'all schools, huh?
Turmoil? No.
Like we had a fight. We had a fight, the blacks versus Mexicans at our school. There was a fight.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Yeah, so it was a big squabble between the blacks and the Mexicans. There was just like some beef, and I was cool with both sides, obviously, and I had a couple of homies that was Mexican, and they was like, "What you about to?" Because it was like talked about at lunch. It's about to go down, like it's about to go down at lunch, and everybody was talking, and I was like, "I'm not fighting. It's y'all's beef. I'm not doing it. If somebody hit me, I'm going to hit whoever hits me, but I'm not fighting." But yeah, they all squabbled. It all went down. But
I went to an all-girls school. We didn't have fights.
y'all had no fights.
I went to an all-girls school.
I don't
I
think
thought
that
that was
precludes
bunch of girls
any,
get out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like more of the fights at my high school.
We were kumbaya. We would sing karaoke at lunch on Fridays. No, it was kumbaya.
You talk about two different high school experiences. I mean,
Yeah. We had no fights.
that's why
I was wearing my uniform, and I was talking about One Direction at lunch, and we would sing karaoke.
This was the Catholic high school?
Yep.
Nah, I bet you that was amazing. No, I bet you peace was fun.
It was interesting.
Our school was fun. We had rap battles, we had fights, we had I don't know. I got along with everybody though. I was chilling.
My understanding is this has changed, but when I was in school, you weren't allowed to have your phone out at lunch either. So you just had to sit there and like you really had to find some boys because if not, you were SOL.
Yeah, when I was in high school, the phones were like the flip or not really many color screen phones out back then, so it wasn't a distraction. It was just a communication device. It wasn't like we would text you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't a distraction like it is today.
Yeah.
Handheld mini computer.
A lot of schools I see now they make kids put them in a pouch or a locker or something when they go into school and you can't even have it.
I'm all right with that, honestly. But I know some people are like, my freedom. But these kids are it's an addiction. It is bad. And I don't see the upside in letting the kid have a phone at school. I don't see the upside.
I think Texas did it statewide, and all the teachers were like, I haven't seen kids engaged like this in 10 years. And even most of the kids that I saw were like, yeah, it's better.
I've seen like some people say, oh, what happens if like there's a school shooting? Like, well, duck, I don't know, but this is ruining our youth, bro. Like, that is what it is. Texas to me is wild because like it's like the state that dresses up like it's the biggest freedom state in the world, but it has the most restrictions. It has more restrictions than like liberal states. So like I can't drink alcohol on Sunday. I can't smoke weed here.
You can drink on Sunday, you just can't buy it.
They can't buy it.
A lot of states have that though.
That's what I'm saying. But like, this is supposed to be like the freedom libertarian haven, and it has all kinds of restrictions. I can walk around with as big a gun as I want to with no license, but I can't buy Crown Royal on Sunday. I can't gamble if I want to in this state either. Like, it's just a weird. It like advertises itself as like it's so freedom oriented, but it is not.
Yeah, I don't disagree on those couple points.
Greg Abbott, what a guy.
He's been there forever. How long? He's got to be.
I think he's been there since I've been here from my recollection.
Is Texas one of those that has you can do 3 terms? It's been, since 2015 he's been governor, so that's got to be.
Also,
so maybe this year would be. Or no, that'd be 12, so. Right? So yeah, he's done 3 terms.
Yeah. Texas ain't never gonna be blue though. It'd be all the cities are blue, but it's the rural areas that will never turn You say Democrat, they.
The governor of Texas faces no term limits.
Oh, really? That's problematic.
That's what it says. Governors can
that.
serve unlimited consecutive terms. I know in Georgia, it's
Is that nationwide?
No. Like, I think some it varies. I know Georgia, you can do 3, but they can't all be consecutive. So you can do back to back, and then you got to sit one out, and then you can come for one more. At least that's what it used to be.
Governors face term limits in 37 states, while state legislators face term limits in 15 or 16 states. Interesting.
I feel like every governor should have term limits. Is that crazy?
Every public servant should have term limits.
But I mean,
Everyone.
governor, you're the, obviously nowhere near the power of the president, but like you're extremely powerful in that state.
What about New York?
I would imagine New York for sure has a term limit.
Nope. New York State has no term limits for the governor.
That's interesting because I feel like it's turned over a bunch.
I think that's just New Yorkers being New Yorkers and be like, all right, get this guy the fuck out of here.
Yeah, well, Como resigned in disgrace. Before him, it was
Giuliani, wasn't it?
He was the mayor.
Oh. I don't know who it was before that.
Before Andrew Cuomo, it was David Patterson. But Cuomo, he'd been there forever. He was 11 to 21.
Interesting.
Something big is coming. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive offers, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means from Texas to California to Florida, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history, so get pumped. Get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers sign up with code MACRO. Spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days for all markets. That's code MACRO in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Yeah, man. What do we have on your sheet today?
Well, before the show, we started talking, rest in peace, Hayden Panettiere. Very sad. She passed away. You asked who she was, and
yes,
we said she was the little kid from Remember the Titans, and you said you've never seen Remember the Titans?
I have not seen Remember the Titans.
How is that possible?
I've never went out of my way to go see a football movie. Football movies are, I don't know. They get very corny. Like even my favorite football movie has like some of the corniest shit in it. Like it's just like over dramatized. Oh, and one thing I hate more than anything is seeing like unathletic actors playing football roles. I can't stand that shit. That's why I liked Any Given Sunday though, because even the majority of the football scenes, like Jamie Foxx is an athlete. LL Cool J showed some athleticism, right? Like they had Lawrence Lawrence Thomas Taylor. Fuck me.
Lawrence Taylor?
Lawrence Taylor, yeah, fuck. I got CT. They had him in the movie, and just like Bill Bellamy, he's an athlete. Like they had some athletes in there to where it looked realistic. Like some of them like not Blue Chips, Varsity Blues. Love that movie, but like some of the football scenes, I'm like, come on, dog. Like it's very bad. It's just very bad. It's just hard. It's hard for me to watch all the time. And then this one, nothing ever really pulled me. You know, Denzel's a killer in it. I'm sure. Just never really got around to it. I guess I could put it on my to-do list.
Al Pacino's speech in Any Given Sunday just gets me going, man.
Top tier. I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
You've done it a few times.
Oh yeah, it's the best. To your point though, I did, after we discussed the potential sequel for Friday Night Lights recently, I've been rewatching Friday Night Lights, and man, you forget how good that show is. Now, to your point, the football scenes are as good as the show is. They are that bad, but
yeah,
just an incredible show.
Yeah, I think so. One of my buddies is an astrophysicist, and he said he left or he went to a conference recently to meet with like a bunch of Hollywood execs that are trying to implement more like realistic physics and science concepts into movies, which I love, by the way. Neil deGrasse Tyson always talks about this, how he he got a hold of Steven Spielberg and he was like, in your scene in Titanic, the stars aren't correct. And like where we wouldn't give a fuck. I think that's just a dope little nuance involved that could be a fun tidbit to know afterwards that they got the stars correct. But things like Interstellar, when you look at like time dilation and shit like that, things that are real physical properties of the universe, that they're actually consulting astrophysicists and people who really understand the shit to get more accurate depiction inside of those movies. I think that's amazing. They should do that shit with sports because some of these sports movies be it's it's bad,
I
man.
think
At least
most of the
get
time they do have people on set who are supposed
I
to
don't
be
know.
coordinating that
We need to
stuff.
check their credentials because sometimes the jerseys don't even be fitting right. That shit kills me. Like 101, if you look in the NFL, dog, cats is in the mirror looking at how they fit looks before the game. I had to make sure I was fly. The shit that Dion used to say, you look good, you feel good, play good, pay good. That's all real. You just feel better, man. So it's a part of it. I think it's the aesthetic part of looking the part means something, and that they skip that part a lot of times in a lot of these Hollywood movies. So I don't really like to. I don't really like to go out of my way to look at a football movie.
I'm trying to think of the most
But
recent sports movie I saw and if the athletic prowess in it was good. I don't remember the last time I saw a sports movie.
that's why Blue Chips was dope. I said Blue Chips earlier on accident, but Blue Chips was dope because they had what was it, Penny? They had
Shaq.
Shaq. Who else was in that? There was another one. Was that Ray Allen? That wasn't Ray Allen. That's why He Got Game was
He Got
dope
Game.
because it gives you that real feel that an athlete can spot an athlete. Like when athletes don't move a certain way, it's a turn off. It's not. It's like I don't know if you ever seen that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air basketball scene where Will was dominating. That's a bad scene, man. A lot of non-athletes in that.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, but I'd be down for some realistic. But what's the most recent football movie that's came out? I don't even know. Like a well-known one.
So they're coming out with a movie where Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden, and then but that's this year. But I saw it's not going to theaters anymore. It's just going.
It's like straight to Hulu or
which
Netflix or
that's
something.
always the sign of a movie that's going to be awesome.
He got fat for that role, didn't he?
I don't know if he got fat or was wearing like a fat suit.
So the most recent football movie on this list that I have seen is American Underdog, which came out in 2021. That was the Kurt Warner movie. And from what I recall, the football in that film was not spectacular.
Let me see.
There's also, I mean, that's not a movie, but Chad Powers is a football show.
Yeah, I didn't. Never got around to that.
Yeah, okay. So I'm watching a little clip of this, and the jerseys don't fit. That's my first.
Well, but it's supposed to look like the '90s though. Kurt Warner
quarterback. Yeah, okay, maybe then. Yeah,
Kurt Warner had like big sleeves and stuff.
They got the rights to the NFL stingy about giving rights out to movies and stuff.
Yeah,
which is why Draft Day is such an excellent film.
I agree with that. That's actually how I got the role. They contacted. I was like, yo, I think I said it before, but they was like, do y'all have anybody in the NFL that has acting experience? Because the actors that we're hiring can act, but they don't look like football players, and the cats that look like football players can't act. Is there anybody that? And my girl at the NFL offices, April, reached out and said, you want to be in a movie? I said, hell yeah.
Got to get drafted.
That's my only draft experience.
Yeah.
I am the only person on earth that has experienced being undrafted and having success and being drafted and having success.
We
True.
don't know that you had success in the film.
Hey yo, there's nothing. I don't think there's a bigger hater move than hating on my make believe character. Big T.
Well, we don't. It's
shit.
the movie
That
ends.
shit
We
is
don't
crazy.
know.
That shit's crazy, dog. Hating on my make
I'm
believe
not
character.
hating.
Hating on me. It is what it is. Hating on my make believe character. Unprecedented hating.
I'm sure he had a fine career. We did. It's just it's left up to interpretation. We don't know.
Yeah. So rest in peace to Hayden.
Yeah. Sad
How you
stuff.
say it?
Panettiere.
Panettiere. How did she die? Do we know?
I think it was a overdose.
Overdose.
But
is
I don't
what's
know if
being
it's
reported.
confirmed. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
in,
it is
People.
confirmed overdose.
Apparent overdose.
That's what's being reported.
Was
yeah.
unresponsive as advanced life support was administered. Sad stuff.
I'm just looking at the U.S. or the People tweet that you sent. The replies underneath ain't buying it.
Oh, well, there is and I mean, now everything's a conspiracy. I guess on this show we should discuss it. She, several months ago, was on a podcast.
Jay Shetty.
What?
Jay Shetty show.
Right. We're all obviously super familiar with that, and that's why we knew. And she recounted a story of being on a boat with some sort of British magnate. Did she name who it was, or?
No, she did not.
Yeah, she's some very rich and powerful man, and she was basically presented to him to have sex. Was the her? I don't know if she outright said it or if that was the implication, but and she basically told a story that haunted her for a long time, and so I guess there are some people who are connecting that with her untimely death.
The main comment underneath was drugs my ass. She wasn't on drugs. She was doing really well and telling her story. Now she's dead. We're not buying what you're selling. And then underneath that, somebody said, if you read her book, you would know she openly talked about battling addiction. So I didn't read her book. But if that is the case, sad either way, man.
In a May podcast with Jay Shetty, Hayden Panettiere revealed that at 18, a trusted female friend placed her in bed with a naked, famous British singer-songwriter aboard a yacht. She refused the encounter and fled the room. The singer has never been publicly identified.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. All right.
Who is this guy, Jay Shetty, Madeline?
You don't know who he is?
I've never seen or heard of this man in my life.
He has like probably one of the top 5 podcasts like going right now. I believe his show is called On Purpose. It's like a motivational celebrities go on and kind of tell their stories about their deeper, darker moments. Hence,
he has 19 million Instagram followers.
Yeah,
Who
dude,
is
he's
this
huge.
guy?
You are in the same industry as him.
What's his name?
Jay Shetty. I believe he is also part of the Netflix podcast deal that Pardon My Take is part of.
Jay Shetty.
This is crazy that you guys don't know who this man is.
No,
I don't know that it is.
You are in this industry.
Maddie, this is the only podcast I listen to.
Respect.
And I only listen to it because I'm a part of it.
But yeah, he's a British guy who is like I don't really know how he got his start. I will say I don't know his whole background, but he is like kind of like a motivational self-help vibe.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't trust this guy.
That's okay. You don't have to.
No, I'm just looking at his pictures. I could just see it's something about it. I don't like it.
His eyes are
I'm judging. Yeah.
They pierce your soul.
They say don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not listening to his podcast. I don't trust him. He's a motivational speaker?
I think like his podcast is supposed to be talking about how people kind of get out of their darker moments Like he's like a life coach.
He's probably
is what it
a great
says.
guy. Maybe though. I don't know. What if he's not?
I don't know.
That's why I'll be trust. One motivational speaker I vouch for. Inky Johnson. That's my
Goat.
motherfucking dog. That is my dog. Other than that, I don't trust you. I'll give you a shot though.
What did
yeah,
this
very
guy
sad,
do?
though.
What did this guy do that he's qualified to be a
He got
life
a really
advice
cool-looking
coach?
eye.
That I'm not sure. I'm not sure what his qualifications are.
Are there
But he
are
has
there
a
qualifications to being a
certifications.
motivational speaker?
Well, I mean, like
I
Inky
don't
Johnson
know.
had a traumatic thing that he came back from and has, been able to do awesome things. Like, I feel like that guy's qualified to be a motivational speaker.
It says that about
Okay.
20 years ago he met a monk, and he
All right. Yeah, that's fine. You can just.
Oh, no. That can't be it. That can't be it.
It says, do you want me to read his
Yeah,
career part
I
of
do. Yeah.
In
yeah.
business school around 2007, though Shetty had provided inconsistent accounts of when this event took place, Shetty claimed to have met Gauranga Das, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, a monk invited to speak at the school on selflessness and living a minimalist lifestyle. Shetty claimed to have spoke with Gauranga after his talk and followed him for the remainder of Gauranga's lecture circuit around the United Kingdom. Then Shetty claims to have spent the next 4 summers in India interning at corporations and training with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness.
Hell yeah.
And he lived the Krishna consciousness lifestyle
Yeah.
at an undisclosed ashram
yeah.
in Mumbai.
My gut was correct. Yeah, keep going.
And he started his career at Accenture, working on digital strategy and a social media coach.
Oh yeah. Hey, start the clock on when some tea spill about this motherfucker. I'm gonna start that clock. This shit about to
And
go
then
down.
Ariana Huffington picked him up,
Oh, yeah.
and he started producing videos for HuffPo.
Oh yeah, industry plant.
And
Yeah.
then it
Oh
goes
yeah.
from there.
Oh,
And then, apparently he was on the Ellen show in 2018.
oh yeah. This is you can't smell this. This is gonna go bad.
And became the personal spiritual advisor to Will Smith.
Oh yeah, let's go. this is gonna be fabulous.
Obviously, it didn't work because he started that in 2018, and the slap was in 2022.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. This is gonna go so
yeah.
bad. I can't wait.
And then in 2019, he launched his podcast On Purpose, and kind of picked up from there. It had 64 million downloads in its first year. So I mean,
Come on,
the guy
man.
can podcast. I can't knock the guy for he makes millions of dollars podcasting. And now he has a school, online certification school for life coaching.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I will say people have been skeptical of this man for a while. I don't know.
Something about to go down.
Shetty's
Yeah.
school advertised a level 7 diploma billed at $7,400 a term, claiming the certification was equivalent to a master's degree in the United Kingdom.
So he studies with the monk, interns for corporations, works at the Ellen show, life coach.
No, just was on the Ellen show. He worked for the Huffington Post.
Okay. Got you. Yeah. Oh yeah. This guy. Yo, I don't know. I don't want to put that on him, but like we gotta keep tabs on him. I want to follow his career and I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, lock in. But he is, in fact, whether or not he's a fraud.
You seen that what's
Big
that meme a buddy in the NBA that bought a courtside ticket to watch LeBron lose? What's his name? You didn't see this?
I vaguely recall this, but I don't remember.
This is his name, dog. I forget his name. He's played for a lot of different teams, but he was known for talking shit in the media to LeBron at and about LeBron. Yeah, I want to say it's something like maybe Brooks or something like that. Yeah, I forget his name. But in the playoffs, his team didn't make the playoffs. Bron's team was I don't know who they was playing. The Bron's team. Lakers was playing somebody. He buys a courtside ticket.
Dylan Brooks.
There you go. He buys a courtside seat and just sitting there smiling his ass off on the elimination game where LeBron gets eliminated. That's me with this guy. I'm gonna follow him just for this. What's his name again? Shetty?
Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty. Let's go. Praying on his downfall.
Yeah, it does seem like that his podcast does numbers. I've never heard of it.
It does do numbers.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be marvelous. Watch him be a great guy. Lovely. All right, man. Your next thing says NFL wags or a psyop. What is a wag?
Yeah, did you see that? Whoa, come on. You know what a wag is.
I don't know what a wag is, man.
He's doing a bit.
I don't do bits.
You were in locker rooms for
I'm 40 years old, bro.
a decade. You don't know what a wag is?
If you tell me.
Wives and girlfriends.
What?
It's
when did that get that acronym?
It's been
15, 20 years ago, probably.
Wives
like Taylor Swift is the #1 NFL wag.
I've never heard of a wag in my life.
I bet if you text pick anyone that you played with, text them what is a wag, they will.
Okay,
100%.
I'm going to text them. I'm gonna text them right now.
That play in the NFL. Play in the NFL.
Of course, I'm gonna text the homie. Oh, I'm gonna text one of my white dudes, and I'm gonna text one of my brothers.
Perfect.
Right? All right.
Anyway, there was an article from Front Office Sports that came out. There have been several videos from training camp that seem to be prominently featuring players' significant others, and it seems that there might be some sort of, if not directive, an intentionality behind that from NFL teams, that they're trying to highlight girls like Madison Beer and obviously Taylor Swift and Simone Biles and people like that, but women that other women will be interested in to try to draw them into the NFL.
That makes sense. And I don't even know that it's a bad play.
On the league and club level, we've engaged our players' families and loved ones for years, whether it's training camp, weekly practice, or a major event like the Super Bowl. We look for authentic opportunities to highlight our players and the people who are part of their journey, said Ian Trombetta, the NFL's Senior Vice President of Social and Influencer Marketing.
Yeah, I think this is a newer thing. Like when I was in the league, it wasn't like highlight. It wasn't a point of emphasis by NFL social media accounts and media in general. But yeah, I feel like they've always embraced, for the most part, significant others. They need to make sure everybody gets prenups. That would help.
Well, Justin Herbert was getting shit on a little bit he was on the practice field kind of like petting his fiance's hair. It was after practice and stuff, but people were still kind of.
And you would do it too if Madison Beer was your fiance.
All right, white dude texts back. Solid player in the NFL. I said, "Do you know what a wag is?" And I capitalized all the letters.
Thank you.
He says, "White ass G."
What? That's crazy.
Bro, I've never heard of this shit before, bro.
That's funny. I wonder if it's like a
newer thing.
Or like the inside people don't use it.
Yeah,
no, but I think they do.
Spectator.
But I think the girls
do for sure.
Sure.
But
yeah.
now
Because
it's more
Kylie
of an
Kelsey, I
industry
think she
than it
didn't
is.
like
Like
being
when I
called
was
that.
in the league, there weren't like there was like women clothing for the NFL, but it's nowhere near what it is now. Like I think there's an entire marketing arm from the NFL to market towards women. And so this is more like the Love Island group chat of that, where there's an industry around the fandom around it. So I've never even came across this before. Wags.
But this seems like something that would specifically be, pertinent to players more than fans. But now fans are like really into it now, but like the players are the ones that are, have the wags.
Yeah, they do have the wags. I had some wags.
That's why I figured you would have known.
Yeah.
I mean,
of all people,
we just called them significant others. I don't know, man. What if one of the players are gay? What do you call it then? Wham?
I don't know. I don't know if we've gotten that far.
I thought there was there are a couple gay players.
Well, there was.
Carl Nassib.
Is he still playing?
Mm-mm.
Michael Sam got drafted, obviously, but he didn't.
Michael
in the league very
Sam. I haven't
long.
heard that name in a while.
And there's probably some we don't know about.
Oh, guarantee. There was some
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
there were some down low brothers when I was in the league.
I'm shocked that another player didn't know. I think it's
I've seen some
very
wild
common.
shit. I've seen some wild shit that I ain't gonna.
Oh, we're talking about different things. Different
Oh,
things.
what are
I
you
was
talking
talking about Wags again.
Oh, I was talking about some down low brothers.
Yeah, different page.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All in all, I think this is good for the sport. I'm all for growing the sport. That is a mature Aryan take. In my younger days, I used to hate fantasy football, but it grows the sport. Anything that grows the sport gets other people involved. It's a beautiful sport. I know I talk a lot of shit about it from my experience, but it's a beautiful sport. Taught me a lot about my life. Taught me a lot about teamwork, perseverance, um, just going through hardships and coming up at it. Having a team, trusting in your teams. Taught me a lot about life, and I'm super appreciative of this sport that's given me so much.
It's the ultimate team game, Arian.
It is the ultimate team game that they should take kicking out of, but I digress.
It's part of the team.
I digress. Kinda, not really though. That's the whole.
That's
not
part of
really,
the game.
dog. I would argue. Nah, let me stop.
No, we know
That's what
you
I'm
hate
like.
kickers. It's fine.
Man, it's not that I hate kickers. They don't do nothing wrong. It's just the aspect of it.
If you're a
Um,
good kicker, that's a top 10 job in America. Best job on the
Absolutely.
football field, I think for sure.
Backup quarterback.
Yeah, you still have more of a workload, but you get the benefits of obviously not taking a ton of hits, I guess the trade-off you have is the workload that you have, you don't have to typically go out there and perform like a kicker does. Like if a kicker goes out there and stinks for 2 weeks, he loses his job.
Unless he's like really, really well known, you get a longer leash. Yeah, but even then, like it's way too much pressure. Way too much pressure. Just imagine you have a really good team, and your team is fire, and they've been grinding. 88 minutes, 89 minutes of just nothing but great football. Everybody's into it. Now you got to go kick a 47-yard field goal to determine the outcome of that 89 minutes that you had nothing to do with. Shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
Though.
It's better to be an average backup quarterback, but a good kicker.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000%. Because even if you go on and like, that was the backup. We expect him not to do as well as the starter, but we need him just in case. Backup quarterback's the best job in the world.
Like Brandon Aubrey's making $7 million this year. You can't hit him. He doesn't have to do anything in practice. He just kicks for 30 minutes and goes home.
Kicks. You just watch film. You can drink beer while you watch film. You know what I mean? I had to watch what I put in my body for performance wise. Quarterbacks, that shit don't matter to a certain extent. But yeah, quarterbacks in general, I'm not a big fan of anyway.
Is there any position you do like?
I love running back.
Okay. Okay.
We got the hardest job on the field.
All right, let's just go through offensive linemen. You have to love those guys.
Love them. Dog.
Receivers.
Receivers get a lot of. They ain't like I remember one time I was talking to Andre Johnson, and he was telling me how beat up he was. I was like, no.
All right, so he hates receivers.
No, I don't hate receivers. No. I'm skeptical of their claims that that football is hard on their bodies. They run a lot, but they ain't in the mix. You feel me? They're not in the mix. And for people that play in the trenches, know what I'm talking about. Like it's a grunt. I got up out of my car this morning, and I was like, God, it's just shit hurts, man. Shit hurts to this day. I'm gonna feel this shit until I'm in a box. It's just different when you wasn't in the trenches. I don't hate them. They can be deep. They can be divas, dog.
So can running backs.
What diva running back you know?
Right now,
name one.
I mean, it's not nearly as common as receivers. I cede you that, but
name one though.
A diva running back. I'm trying to go through right now. I think we're
you
in a good era of workhorse running backs.
Is like Derrick Henry a diva?
No.
Hell no, that's a dog.
I don't
No,
know
I
these
like
things.
as I'm going through the best running backs in the NFL right now, they're all very likable, like really like seemingly hardworking guys, like
There's no diva. You
McCaffrey,
can't name me
Bijan,
one.
Jameer,
Can't
Derrick
name me a
Henry.
diva running back.
Okay, right now, I think you're right.
Oh.
All right.
Oh wait, I don't know if he was a running back or
Who's
a
that?
receiver.
Who?
OBJ.
Receiver.
Got it.
A little bit of a thing.
James Cook on the Bills is like a little bit of a diva,
How's he a diva, man?
but he's really good. He deservedly so, but he was like being a little what's the word? Secretive in like tweeting and like stuff when his contract was up because
That's a receiver
Which
move.
Big posting.
Deservedly so, should have gotten it, but it was like a little bit. It was weird the way he was like tweeting.
Can't speak to that, but don't sound like diva. Like when we talking, but
But that
I
was
see,
it.
I
Love him
don't
to
know the
death.
situation, so I can't speak on it.
Defensive lineman.
D-line, I love D-line
Okay.
in the trenches.
So yeah, the closer to the football you like, except for quarterbacks, and the
Except for
further we
quarterbacks.
get away, you dislike.
Except for safeties. I respect safeties.
Why is that?
Because they have a really hard job. And especially strong safeties. Strong safeties play in the box too, and sometimes they can get in the mix a little bit. So you talking about your Troy Polamalu's, like those kind of guys, right? Well, he was really hybrid. He could do whatever he wanted, but I respect that aspect. They'll come and they'll thump you. Like there were certain safeties where you had to your head had to be on a swivel because they was coming. Like free safeties, the majority of free safeties, they're there for speed, coverages. But
You think safeties have a harder job than corners? I think corner's the hardest thing to do on a field other than play quarterback.
Well, I disagree. But yeah, I think corners have a harder job than a safety. Yeah.
What do you think about corners? You don't like them?
No, I fuck with corners too.
Okay. So it's really just quarterbacks, kickers, receivers kind of.
And some receivers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect the defense totally.
Yeah, you're an offensive hater.
Defense has a mentality that I like that you have to have as a running back. You have to be a little crazy. Like you have to have this flip that says, I'm going to hurt somebody or they're going to hurt me. And that flip is a real switch that it's hard to explain if you ain't never been through it, but it's like this. I don't do it in my pedestrian life, right? When my adrenaline gets up, like if I was ever to be in the fisticuffs, it will come out then. But talking on a podcast, hanging out, you're not gonna see that side of me. But I can go there, and that's what I like about the cats that play ball. Know what I'm talking about. But there's just this flip that I love. That this is mentality that's like, let's get it, head hunting. I like it. I like that.
Do you do anything as a 40-year-old now that you don't have football? It seems to me that doing that for so long, like you would have to find some sort of boxing or axe throwing or something that you could just go like release that type of energy.
This is what golf has given me personally. It like I'm not like an aggressive or an angry person in general. That flip though is somewhere I had to make myself go. Right. I wasn't always like that on the field. Matter of fact, I remember the moment it happened. I was in college. But I don't necessarily need the aggression. I need the competition. I need the goal setting. I need the directionality of what football was. And golf provides that. I think getting outside is very healing. To get on my Deepak Chopra, like that can be very soothing to like a human going through like all of this, because you go like I've said it before on this podcast, but going through an essential death of yourself is a very interesting and confusing experience. because if since I was 7 years old, all I wanted to do was this. I did it, and then it's just over. It's like you have to. I mourned a part of myself, which is a very weird thing to do, and I don't think a lot of players handle it well, and I didn't for the longest time. And I still go through moments where it's hard. Like you have to find purpose, and I think this is why I've changed my. Even though I was an atheist, I've changed my opinion on the vitality of religion. Like I think it's important for people. Like it doesn't do anything for me, but I think people can find refuge or purpose in that. Right? I have to seek. I have to find it elsewhere. But it is a ever going battle to try and. I don't think this is just athletes. I think people experience this in their day-to-day lives with careers or relationship loss or whatever. I think it's an important aspect of loss and grief. Grieving your career, grieving what you once were or what you once saw yourself as. It's a real aspect, man. Not to get all deep on you, but
no, yeah. That was a good talk. Jay Shetty will charge you $7,500 a semester for that.
That's facts, dog. I can't wait to see. I followed him. Later on, me Jay Shetty, Monk.
Yeah, it looked like he had Travis Barker on recently.
Travis Barker, who I know that's familiar. Travis Barker.
He is the drummer from Blink-182 that now is he married to Kourtney Kardashian?
Kourtney. Bald, really, really
How many
bald.
Kardashians are there? I know there's Kim, and I know the one that was dating
3/5.
Travis Scott.
That is
Kylie,
Jenner.
who is one of the
Kylie
sisters.
Jenner.
But
Yeah.
How many are there?
So there's
5.
5 girls, and then there's Rob.
5 girls?
5 girls and Rob.
Okay, name them. There's Kim,
Chloe, who was with Tristan Thompson and Lamar Odom.
Okay.
Kourtney,
Kylie, Kendall.
And what was the last?
Kendall.
All K's.
All K's and Rob.
Was there a reason for all the 5 K's?
I'm assuming it's because Kris Jenner is a K.
I thought he was Caitlyn. Oh.
No.
That's
Kris
Bruce
Jenner's the mother.
/ Caitlyn.
But this
Kris is the mother.
Kris is the mother.
Kris is the mother. Bruce is the father.
Well, of the two, Kendall and Kylie, Chloe, the OG Kourtney Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, they are Robert Kardashian's
OJ's lawyer.
Children.
This is
OJ's lawyer.
This is the curricular thing. I was fine not knowing this, and I'll probably.
Well, you should know. You don't remember Rob Kardashian?
I know he was
OJ's
the
lawyer?
lawyer of OJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is the first three's dad.
I'll follow the taxonomy of the Kardashians. That shit.
Right. And then
exhausting.
The second two, Kylie and Kendall, are Bruce / Caitlyn. That's their dad.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know.
And now you know that.
And now I know. The more you know.
And most / all of them have had a WAG phase of their life. To bring it back.
I think all. Well,
all except Kourtney. Scott Disick.
Yeah, I guess. And I guess Kylie's never had an athlete, right?
That's a wild statement, though.
Well, are we considering Timothy Chalamet on the Knicks, or?
That's a good
yeah,
point.
That's true. She was with Tyga and then Travis Scott.
Who just came out. I just also Tyga, I didn't even know he was in the Kardashian universe, but he just released an AI album, and Pitchfork rated it 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I saw it was the first ever 0 from some. I guess that was the publication.
It's trash, dog. Get that AI bullshit out of it. I hope artists are taking note, dog. Like nobody. This is not being received well. This shit sucks.
No. But most of them have had an AI or a WAG, an AI, I guess I'm sure, phase.
Okay, update on my white guy. He said I knew what WAGs is. He said if you'd have added an S, I would have.
All right,
Interesting.
that counts. We count those.
We count those.
All right, let me add Wags to my other one. Wags.
Lowercase
never-
s.
Oh, lowercase f.
It's not part of the acronym. Yeah, see, he's trying to mess it up again.
Yeah, I'm positive. This is new to me. But all right, that's your daily gossip.
I'm looking at Rob Kardashian's Instagram. He hasn't posted in a while. You don't hear from Rob anymore.
You don't. I think he kind of fell down a harder path in life.
That's unfortunate.
Now, Rob is the real brother of these women?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was on the show for a while, and then he kind of fell off and fell on some hard times. But then I thought he was back.
Yeah, but I think he is out of the spotlight for the most part.
Has Kim got her? Was she about to be a lawyer or something? Wasn't she?
Yeah, I think she's given up on that dream. I think she failed the bar for like the 6th time.
No.
I know. Now she's dating Lewis Hamilton from F1.
Who is that? What is that? Is that the race car stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess he's super mega famous.
I guess it's just hard for her to meet regular people. I guess I could appreciate that. I guess.
Like she's not gonna go date like a dude who's a lawyer.
Well,
That's just not her.
now.
Well, right. She'll be jealous of him. But like that's just not. She's just always gonna date mega celebs. That's just the way her life has gone.
Yeah.
Why'd you laugh
I don't know.
about F1 so much? You hate
Well,
F1?
I was laughing at her found another high caliber athlete or entertainer that like that resume is wild, right? Like I'm not alone.
I mean,
there,
it's Kim
right? That resume
Kardashian.
No, man. I get she can't just meet somebody at Starbucks, right? I understand that, but I don't know, just maybe be alone for a while, right? Like, and maybe this is I'm sorry, I don't follow her, I don't know about her, like, but it's like the only time I do hear about her is by people talking about her, and I'm just happy to be there, and it's always like a new person in her life, like it's always somebody new, and it's like at a certain point, it's just like maybe go talk to a monk and start a podcast. I don't
Get
know.
on Jay Shetty.
She's been on Jay Shetty, I believe.
A lot of them.
Of course.
Mhm.
of
This is
course.
I'm just looking at a list. This is quite an eclectic mix. Damon Thomas, Ray J, Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries, briefly married, Kanye West, Pete Davidson, Odell Beckham Jr., Lewis Hamilton.
It's quite the resume, man.
Shout out Reggie Bush.
That's my guy. Yeah. Shout out San Diego running backs, man.
Running a business means you're always reachable until you're not. And the moment you miss that call, that text, or follow-up, a competitor is the one that picks it up. That's why today's episode is brought to you by Quo, spelled Q-U-O, the business phone system built so you never miss an opportunity. All your calls, texts, and voicemails live in one place so anyone on your team can pick up a conversation, see the full history, and respond fast. Quo is the #1 rated business phone system on G2, trusted by over 90,000 businesses who rely on it to stay reachable and look professional every day. Set up in minutes on any device, keep your existing number, and add teammates as you grow. No IT, no hassle. Quo's built-in AI agent handles after-hours calls, answers questions, and even books appointments, so you never miss a lead, even when your team is offline. I'm not going to say the pizza place, but there's a pizza place in Chicago that needs Quo, because I tried to call them. Their website was terrible. It didn't work, and I tried to call them, and they wouldn't answer my call, and so I got pizza from a different place, and it wasn't the one I wanted. So, lesson learned, all you businesses need Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free, plus get 20% off your first 6 months when you go to quo.com/macro. That's QUO.com/MACRO. Yeah, well.
Yeah, so that's the Kim Kardashian talk for the day. You had Ben Smith Vols fan takes. What is this?
Ben Smith Vols fan. If you're on TikTok, this kid kind of went pretty viral this week. He was he's a freshman at UT, and he was rushing a fraternity. And the best way I can describe him is he has a cherub-like appearance, and the internet just fell in love with this kid. Unfortunately, he did update us on Sunday that he did not receive a bid to a fraternity, which he later clarified and says he did receive bids, but he turned them down. So I'm not quite sure what the truth was there. But yeah, this freshman at UT has been going viral. Oh, he's got a new post. He's just the man. You got to go watch him. He's the man.
He got a baby face, dog.
Yeah. But
this is like kids' dreams nowadays, huh? Like to go viral and like to be known on the internet. This is like they shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I think even to the point now that you see a lot of like Ryan Williams at Alabama, who's had a rough season last year, but he's a remarkably talented receiver, 5-star kid. Like if he could pick between being a football player or like the world's most famous streamer, he would pick streamer. Like that's just, these kids that were born in 2008. That's just what they grew up with.
Yeah, I think cell phone has been one of the worst things that's happened to humanity. No, cell phones with cameras on them. Cell phones are amazing. Everybody having a camera is not a fan.
Tune in Thursday might have an episode about cameras.
You say what?
I said tune in Thursday. We might have some about cameras on the show. You got no idea what I'm talking about. It'll be new for you too. It's good.
I understand. I got you now. But you're right. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to that dude, man. I hope you get what you deserve. I don't know.
From what I've seen, it seems like a lot of girls are flocking to him. So good for him. He's having a good first week.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get some love and you a big boy, man, I'm a fan. They get discriminated against. Do your thing, Pippin.
Yeah, he seems like the man.
AP poll top 25 out for this year.
Yeah, you have any takes?
Off rip, I feel like it's just rinse, wash, repeat. Ohio State is like always up there. Alabama's not though.
First time not ranked in the top 10 since 2008 preseason.
2008.
Number 13.
Interesting. BYU being on there.
BYU's really good.
Now, is this the same BYU I grew up with? Because when I grew up, it was a bunch of 24, 25-year-olds.
They do have, yes, they have older players, yeah.
Okay. And they still got to be Mormon?
I don't know if the football team is 100% Mormon, but it would be a difficult time going to that school if you're not.
Okay.
The coaches have to be, which I only recently learned because Penn State tried to hire their coach last year, and they wanted to keep him really badly because BYU's coaches have to be Mormon, so obviously their pool is significantly limited.
Got you. Is this Utah? Number 21 is Utah?
That's correct.
What conference are they in now?
Big 12.
Big 12.
Monster Energy Big 12, excuse me.
We're doing that now?
That's its Christian name, yeah. The jersey patches are awful for all those teams.
Yeah, I bet, dogs. I mean, anything stand out to you? I'm not the super biggest college football guy you are. Not Alabama not being in the top 10 was wild to me, but I mean,
Notre Dame and Texas 4-5. That's my national championship matchup.
Really?
Yeah, I think those teams are.
I wanted to go to a Notre Dame game this year. Remember I said that last year?
Let's go. The schedule this year for them is rough. There's not a lot of Miami's their only home game that's worth anything.
I'm down to go to like a non, you know what I'm saying? I don't like being in the mix. I just want to experience a Notre Dame game when I didn't play in it.
All right. Well, it's 90 minutes away.
They're fun even when it's not a crazy game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm down. I want to tailgate. I want to do the whole shit. I'm gonna get on a couple. Like I'm going to a Georgia Tech game this year. I did tell you this, Big T, but the people don't know. I'm going to Argentina in September, and I believe I'm going to do ayahuasca.
I can't wait to hear back from this.
I'm excited about this. I might take a little handheld cam to document my probably not what I look like setting up a camera and eating food and shit. But I probably will though document the ayahuasca part. I'm looking forward to the ego death. That's what they say you experience. I'm excited about that, man. But yeah, I'll be out of commission, and I'm going to Atlanta for that game, for the Georgia Tech Tennessee game. How's Tennessee this year?
20th preseason. Still,
But I'm talking about. I know you. I don't know if you're on the blogs or you watching the.
buddy, I've got guys everywhere. I've got stuff
Well,
that the
how's
blogs
the
will
team?
never
That's what I'm
have.
asking. How's the team, bro?
Still waiting on the quarterback. If I had to put money on it, I would say it's going to be Faison Brandon, who's a true freshman 5-star. It seems to be, doing his thing in camp. Defense has suffered some bad injuries in camp. Don't like that. Arion Carter, probably our best defender, is suspended the first 2 games for some bullshit that we discussed a couple weeks ago. But overall, I think we'll be a solid team. I wouldn't pick us to make the playoff right now, but I think it's on the table.
What did he get suspended for? I don't remember this conversation.
He originally declared for the draft after last year, and he got a $400 flight from his agent to, I forget if it was, combine or a meeting with the team or whatever. And then when he came back, he paid the money back, but the NCAA said that was still a violation. Never mind the fact that he's probably making, I don't know, $800,000 this year to play at Tennessee. The $400 flight.
Why are we still doing this?
Because it's the only thing that they can, have any sort of power trip over, and they miss it.
Sam Altman, head of NCAA. I'm not a killer. If I was.
No, don't say that. We'll get the NCAA will be gone soon enough.
Fuck those people.
They'll be gone soon enough.
Fuck those people. I don't care about them.
I agree.
Yeah, they should be gone soon. They're probably all fucking 88 years old and shit. I hate those people. Yeah. They're the worst.
Yeah, bad dudes.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be a solid team.
All right. Well, I'm rooting for them for you.
Appreciate that.
Not much else on the docket today. We had an interview earlier with, we can't say who yet, right?
We could, but let's just save it. It's a good interview.
Yeah.
It'll come out next week.
We had a good interview. Do we have any voicemails?
Hey, this is Jesse from Dallas, longtime listener. I was listening to last Tuesday's episode and got me thinking, what is the best movie casting ever? So I would think you could go a few different directions with this, like for maybe longevity and profit, Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. You could go low-key Viggo Mortensen for Lord of the Rings. You could go like Marlon Brando, Godfather, if you wanted to get like perfect mix of actor and character and buy-in. You could go like, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you could go with it. Julia Roberts as Pretty Girl. Perfect. You guys could go a lot of different ways with this. I think this would be a good conversation. Anyway, love you guys. Stay handsome, stay beautiful. Arian, you're the best. PFT, you always make me laugh. Big T, love you, guy. And then everyone else, you guys are awesome too. See y'all.
When I hear that question, I'm trying to think of someone that I have trouble separating from that character. Like if I see them in another movie, I'm like, no, you're not that. You're this guy.
Yeah, but most of like the big movies like that are, I feel you. I think like the really dope movies usually cast people that are really good at, that have really broad range of acting.
I'm not saying it's because they're a bad actor. I'm saying like it's a character that's so iconic that I associate that actor so closely with it.
Oh, I got one. Friday. That shit was so well casted. Ice Cube killed that shit. Chris Tucker, Smokey, killed that shit. Debo, amazing cast. Friday. That would be my amazing.
I don't know that I really have one. I don't feel strongly about actors. I think I've said this before to some degree.
You don't like actors?
No, it's not that I don't like them. It's that I don't.
You don't appreciate the art?
Yeah, I don't have an appreciation for what like a really good actor versus a mediocre actor looks like.
That's wild.
Like, I don't know that I've ever left a movie and been like, that was an incredible acting performance. I've just been like, oh, that was a really good movie.
Really?
I think I can recognize bad acting. But
have you ever had a movie where you got emotional from whatever was going on?
Probably. It's hard to think of off the top of my head. But I would still say that's as attributable to the entirety of the movie as it is just an actor.
Well, no, that's what makes it. Like what makes a really great movie is a dope ass script and the actor brings the character to life, like in a really real way.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying I don't typically recognize like the intricacies.
Your taste buds for spotting good actors is just dull. You got COVID.
I mean, I recognize who I actually did. I did lose taste with COVID for a little while. It was like the most. It was depressing. It was like
I did too.
It was terrible.
Weird as fuck.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
I remember when it happened. I was at Chick-fil-A on 28th Street in New York, and I bit into a chicken sandwich. I was like, I don't really taste that.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me make sure. And I was like, well, I don't taste anything. And it lasted probably a month. It's terrible.
Oh, a month.
Yeah.
Mine was probably like a week or something.
No,
like that.
It was 3 or 4.
It was bad.
Yeah, it sucks. Like you're just like, oh, it was fascinating in a way. It was like, this is really weird. But anyway, yeah, I just don't like. I recognize who good actors are, but I just don't. It doesn't register to me in movies.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like when I watch The Notebook, and you know what I'm saying, when that shit's going down, and you get that little lump in your throat, that acting gets just beautiful, dog. Beautiful. I feel you though, but I would say Friday. The ladies, do y'all got any perfect casting?
None I can think of. I like agree with Big T in the sense of like I'm moved by things, but I don't recognize it. Like I'm not as familiar with good act. Like you obviously you can tell bad acting, but I wouldn't particularly be like, "Whoa, that was amazing." I think everybody's amazing. So,
I feel that.
I feel like mine are going to be like biased to the movies I like. Like I'm not going to be like, "Oh, this art house movie from like 1982 or whatever." But I would say that I think
I might say this just because it's one of my favorite movies, but Jack Black in School of Rock.
Respect.
Let's rock today.
Yeah,
like a strong,
like
that.
I feel you.
Just perfect.
I like that.
I felt that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go.
I was saying I felt that about Melissa McCarthy.
Oh yeah.
He has this scene, dog, where it's in the movie Identity Theft, where I think she's a brilliant actor, right? But I also think comedy actors, it's like a thin line between extremely emotionally pulling performances and like comedy performance. I think there's a very thin line between those two because comedy actors can go there. But there's this one scene in Identity Theft where she was explaining, and it's a funny movie. She's just funny. And I didn't expect to get all choked up, but there was a scene where she was having dinner. She was explaining her life story to him and why she was all fucked up. and she went there. I was like, yo, I want to see her in some more like serious roles because she went there. It was impressive. Made me a fan of her. I like that shit.
When this guy asked this question, I can't fathom that he thought the answers would be Friday, School of Rock, and Identity Thief, which I just looked on Rotten Tomatoes has a 20% score.
Hey, fuck those people, man. That shit is fire. I love that goddamn movie.
Is that who's the
Jason
guy in that?
Jason
Yes,
Bateman, which
okay.
I think again, right? He started as like comedy roles, right? But then you go to something like Ozark,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah,
he
no, he's
kills
great.
those
Say that.
roles.
Say
Like,
that.
he
Say
kills
that
them.
one
How'd
more
you
time
say
for
Say
it?
me.
that one more time.
Ozark.
Okay, that was closer
Ozark.
to the first you said. Ozark.
Yeah,
Ozark.
I changed the
Yeah.
inflection. I was just flying off the cuff.
I would say also, again, not that I like this man too much in real life, but I remember tweeting about it when I first saw this movie that he like literally just is a movie star. Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire
Yeah.
is just kind of like amazing. And then I'll also say, this is recent, and I know I'm a large fan of him outside of this, but Timothée Chalamet in the Dune movies, I think, has deserved 2 Oscars, and I think he will deserve a 3rd for the 3rd movie. I think the Dune movies
Wait,
are
tell.
incredibly well cast.
Tell.
What?
I won't argue with you that you feel he had an Oscar performance in 2 Dune, but I will argue with you that you feel he deserves one on the 3rd, and you ain't even seen
The 3rd that has not come out yet. I think he'll get there. Because if I trust him in his performances in the first 2, what's gonna make me think that he's gonna shit the bed on the 3rd one?
My problem with Dunes is it's just so slow. Everything happens so slow. I do like
so
the movie,
interesting.
but it's just slow,
I think it's
man.
so interesting. I don't know if I'll ever have the wherewithal to read the Frank Herbert books. Like, I don't know if I'll ever have it in me to read the books, and that is so like jello brain of me. Like, that's terrible. But I appreciate how complex the world building has to be in those movies to get you to the place where you understand the plot. And they don't have that many movies, like, compared to, again, this, like a Star Wars, which Star Wars takes a lot of inspiration from Dune. There's how many? 9 in the first movies. There's 9 movies to build that world. And Dune has a much less time to do that. And I think they do it so well. And I like that and I don't even think they're slow. I think that it's setting up the action crazy scenes by the slower parts. I really enjoy that, but I also am not the big fan of like shoot 'em up crazy movies like that either. So yeah.
Makes sense.
So I think that's just also like different strokes, but I think Timothée Chalamet has done just a incredible job in Dune. Sorry. And Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire. I'm trying to think like of a woman who's done a really like perfect no-nos. Oh, okay. Low-key, Rachel McAdams in The Notebook.
Know what I'm saying?
These are such girly swirly movies.
I think she killed Wedding Crashers too.
Also an all-time performance
Yeah,
from her.
I'm
yes.
a fan of her. She dope as shit. She wanted to
Actually, kind of everyone in Wedding Crashers nails it.
Mm-hmm. Beautifully cast.
Sandra
movie,
Bullock
yeah.
in The Blind Side
I haven't seen that
Good one.
as the mother.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen The Blind
He's
Side
never
either?
seen a football movie.
Arian, I don't know
Some
if you would like The
football
Blind Side,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. I don't think I know Michael Orr, so I don't know. It may.
Yeah, I don't know if you would really appreciate the plot.
Well,
Of like a rich white family taking in this poor
Michael
black
Orr doesn't
kid
appreciate
who's-
it.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
not at all.
That alone makes me not want to see it. So
Yeah.
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 It was big in my house growing up. But
Or I
do
think
see
he just
yeah.
he had a falling out with the family.
the family.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't appreciate how he's portrayed in the movie.
Yeah.
Because I think in the movie they were saying that, like, or I know in the movie it was like he had never really played football or anything. I think in the actual his real life is a very different story.
Yeah, I think it was just a lot of it was exaggerated.
Yeah. But Nick Saban's in the movie.
Tim McGraw
And
solid
Coach O.
in that movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. You've heard me talk about BetterHelp for a long time, but I don't know that we've ever actually talked about how much people love this service when they use it. You can check it out yourself at betterhelp.com/reviews to see amazing customer reviews in real time. They're updated every day with hundreds of people saying how much they love BetterHelp and how helpful it's been to them. BetterHelp has an average live therapy session rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client session reviews. The feedback from people who have actually used the service speaks for itself. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience. They also hold all required education, training, and certifications across a range of mental health specialties. BetterHelp makes it easy to get started, answer a few questions, get matched with a therapist based on your needs, and switch therapists at any time if it's not the right fit. See the reviews, see what stands out, and see if BetterHelp is right for you. Visit betterhelp.com/dose. That's betterhelp.com/dose.
What's up, guys? This is Elijah from Kennesaw, Georgia.
Shout out.
And I just had a real quick, simple question. I don't know if y'all have ever really touched on it. What is y'all's favorite word? Just single word. I would say mine is sonder, which is the profound realization that every random stranger is living a life as vivid, complex, and detailed as your own. I just think it's kind of a crazy concept, and I was curious to hear what y'all's were. So yeah, everybody stay handsome, stay beautiful, and keep it going.
Now,
I got a bunch of these. I've always had favorite words. I know the best words. My favorite sounding word is probably majestic. I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Just sounds really good. And then my favorite word for its definition is verisimilitude. Verisimilitude is, if I remember correctly, it's like the search for or like the journey for truth. Fire.
yeah, the words I love sonically the most are juxtapose
That's a good one, yeah.
and couplet. There's some others. I don't know that I have one for like definition. I've just always thought of words that I thought sounded cool.
I agree with that. Sequoia, that's always been fire to me.
Sequoia High School, not far from Kennesaw, Georgia, where Elijah's from.
Shout out to Elijah. Another superfluous.
Yeah. Penultimate, I've always liked.
That's a nice one too.
And that's a good
another definitional word that I always loved is serendipity or serendipitous. That's always fun.
Quintessential, I
That's a
enjoy.
good one too. Quintessential.
Some good words out there, man.
There's some good words, man. There are some good words. There was a word, I can't remember what it was, but there's a bunch of words because not everything translates, right? So like it's very interesting learning about words that mean that we don't have a meaning for in our language. Like there's a specific meaning for it. Like there was a Japanese word I forgot. Let me look for it. I'm gonna butcher this shit, by the way. But Natsukashi. Natsukashi means a warm, happy nostalgia for the past without any sadness. Like fire. There's a word for this. There's another word. There's a few of them here too. Como komorebi. Komorebi. Probably fucking that up. But it's a word for sunlight shining through through the leaves of trees. Shit like that. Like there's words for like entire concepts that we don't really have words for. And I'm sure we have words for like in other languages too, but it's just dope. I was I think I've said this before too, but I was in Japan and there was this dude named Tato that we met and he had a bar in Kyoto and he spoke like 5, 6 languages and he said some of the most beautiful shit ever. He was like, he came there with no money, just grinded his way and did his thing. And he was telling us how he spoke in different languages. He's like, you're never gonna meet a closed-minded person that speaks multiple languages. He said, because he said speaking in other languages is seeing through the window of how other people see the world. And I was like, that is such a beautiful way to put that. And I probably need to learn a new language, but really dope. Words are fun.
What language would you pick?
I was thinking about this recently because I follow this dude who taught himself Mandarin and he did it in like a year, so it's doable. But he constantly goes online to talk to people in Mandarin or people from China. Um, the one that makes most sense to me because I'm in just proximity is Spanish
Right.
because I'm around a whole bunch of Mexicans. It would make a lot of sense. And my kids, my two of my kids are fluent in Spanish. Their school has taught them Spanish, and I don't. Anytime there's like Spanish speakers and they asking questions, they know exactly what's going on. Bad Bunny, like during the Super Bowl, my two oldest, they sitting here going word for word for all his songs. I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I'm like, I always ask like, what is he saying here, and they always tell me. But Spanish makes the most sense pragmatically. But Japanese is the most closest to my heart. Like if I didn't have kids, I would be living in Japan in like a hut somewhere, eating ramen every day.
Mm.
So we'll see.
We'll see how you like
No.
Argentina.
Facts. Well, it has been an episode. We will be back Thursday with PFT here allegedly.
That's what he tells us, man.
That's what he tells us. But I appreciate y'all sticking around. If you nope, just went Blake. CT is on me today.
Goodbye.
Much love. Huh? Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, there you go. Peace.